Perseverance. Say perseverance. Say persistence. Say determination. Say endurance. How those words hit you? How do you feel about those words? Are they too strong for you? Do you have it in you? Perseverance, persistence, determination, endurance. Now, determination is a mindset. Perseverance and diligence is the work that goes with it. Okay? I am so determined that I am going to clean my garage. I'm determined.
Yes, Pastor.
Yes, Pastor. I could be as determined as it determined can be, but unless I persevere, unless I push through and I do it, what good is my determination? You hearing me? You've got to get determination in order to get to the next step. I've got to be persistent. I've got to have diligence to set a time aside that I can get rid of some stuff. But I have such good stuff in my garage.
Yes, Pastor.
Every time I try to throw it away, I look at it 5 times. I say, well, you never can tell. I may have garages like that. Am I the only one? How about your closets? All right. I just covered those little advertisements that have those closets that have all the neat. They only own 7 blouses, and they only have 3 pair of pants, and they only have 4 pair of shoes. You look at that? Isn't that good? Yeah. Anyway, determination is the mindset. Perseverance and diligence is the work that goes with it. Why is it so important that you as a believer have to be persistent and persevere, and you have to endure? Why? Because there are so many people depending on your perseverance, your endurance, and your persistence. First of all, your children are depending on you being immovable. Your grandchildren are depending on it. This church is depending on your perseverance, your determination, and your persistence. I'm depending on your perseverance and your persistence. We would not be able to sit here this morning if it wasn't for somebody who was persevering and got here and opened the door and turned the lights on. We would not be able to have our children in the nursery if our nursery workers were not persevering and persistent to what they're doing. See, it's like a pebble in the pond. Your personal perseverance and persistence affects somebody else. It's like a domino. You can't stop it. It absolutely does. You say, well, how can I possibly affect? Yes, you affect the business that you work in. Carolyn, if you don't show up, if you are not persistent and you're not determined to go to work, your clients will show up. It affects them. Whereas Carolyn, you understand that? So perseverance, persistence, determination is very important. And you can't say, oh, I wish I had more determination. I wish I had more. You need more of Jesus. Because Jesus Christ set the example for us in persevering, even in the garden, trying so hard in his humanness, and said, you know, if it's possible, let this cup, oh, no, not my will, but thine be done. So that means the perseverance that took place on the last day, because we take all of him, we don't just take a part of Jesus. We have resurrection power, but we have perseverance, and we have endurance, and we have persistence, and we have determination, because he is in us. The thing is, you've got to get it from within you and bring it to the surface of your life. And how does that happen? What is your ritual? How do we keep ourselves in the Spirit? We do our homework. We're in the morning. We've got the communion. We've got the Bible out. We've got our talits out. We've given you the training to attain the perseverance and the determination. Now, whether you do it or not is up to you. But don't say, I just can't. I can't stand under this now. This is too much pressure for me. I just can't do this. Yes, you can. Tell your neighbor, yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
2 Corinthians 4. Turn with me. 2 Corinthians 4.
We are hard pressed on every side, not crushed.
Right.
We are perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed.
Has anybody been there?
Come on now.
Has anybody come close to that? Guess what? You made it. You persevered. You endured. But there had to come a point in your mind where you determined, you know what? I could live or I could die. I'm making up my mind to live. Didn't you have to say that? I could either go broke or I could make money. I made up my mind, I'm going to make money. You understand that? It's a determination. We've all been there, every one of us, every one of these things that Paul is talking about. We've been there. And Paul went through it because he had to be able to give an example to say, I've been reading and studying the life of Paul. And you know something? I just weep when I read the life of Paul because every place he went, you know, he had to press through for the gospel. He had to try to convince these councils, these religious people, that he saw something that he was never going to turn away from again. Listen, just don't talk about this anymore. We won't put you in jail and we won't beat you up, but you don't understand. I met him. I know him. I know he's real. He appeared, see, he didn't appear to you in your religious robes. He appeared to me. And I can't change what I'm saying. You see, when you get to that point where you understand that with him you can live, but without him you're useless, then nobody can shut you up. Nobody. Nobody can come to you with depressing thoughts. Nobody can come to you with something that's hopeless because you've made it through. You've made it through. Every time you got kicked down, you made a choice to get up. Verses 16 and 18.
Therefore we do not lose heart, even though our outward man is perishing, yet the inward man is being renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, is working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we do not look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal.